racing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Welcome out here, everybody, to the WWSS Series, the ARCA Fast Cars, ARCA Menard Series League here tonight. It is our debut night here with this league, and tonight we are going to be covering their chase race here at Michigan Speedway, Michigan Super Speedway. We're seeing Heath Job out there right now. This is qualifying that you are tuning into. I'm your host, Goose, and tonight out here in the broadcasting booth, I have Ricky. Say hello, Ricky.
Hello, y'all.
Take a look at Blaze Billing out there. He's making his way around there. We got a lot of drivers out here tonight. Me and Ricky were taking a look out there, and we're thinking about 29 drivers or so. It looked like out there. We'll know more once that standings bar at the top decides to tick around. Let me pull up some facts about tonight's race. Ricky, why don't you give him some facts about the track while I pull up some information?
Yes, sir. Tonight's SOF is 1700, and the track temp at qualifying is 107 degrees Fahrenheit. We are going to be on a hot track today, Goose.
Hope you guys are strapped in tonight for a good, not very long race, but definitely an entertaining one. 110 laps out here tonight, here at Michigan. If you'll notice, definitely here right on this car, you'll notice on Matt Morrison, that chase banner on the back and the banner across the front there. Those are the chase drivers out there. Those are the cars you're going to want to be looking at tonight. They've got it all on the line. They've got it all to lose. They're the ones who are not necessarily more important, but they're more important per se. They've got more on the line to lose here, since we are now into the chase here. Slowly working our way through qualifying here, and the race will be underway soon, and we'll have your starting grid once we get closer. Hope you all are having a great night out there tonight. I know I am. Ricky, how's your night going?
Pretty good. Working on the car, enjoying the weather.
Yes, sir. It was an absolutely beautiful day yesterday, and it seems like it's a hot day here at Michigan. So, but in the real world, it was another pretty nice day outside today. It seems like everybody has finished up with qualifying here. Do you have any personal experiences from racing at Michigan, Ricky?
Yes, I do. Honestly, for one of the intermediate tracks, slightly larger track, it's a pretty good track. Right now the temps are a bit hot, so tire wear will come in play. But I mean, in the meantime, it's full throttle almost all around the track.
That is true. That is true. We don't have much longer to go. I was just checking the time, seeing if we had enough time to pull in somebody to talk to, one of the drivers out there on track, but we do not have enough time as we are going to start getting ready to go here. Alrighty, you see the iRacing official pace car out there tonight. It is the old Ford Mustang that I do very, very much love. Do love it a lot. We also want to thank our sponsors, Premier Racing Setups, Goose's Rattlecan Shops, Puffy's Swag Shop, and also we want to thank the sponsors of the Arca Menard Series race here in the WWSS Series. Ricky, do you want to read those off?
Yes, sir. We got 760 GraphX. We got Fast Fred's Wrap Shop. We got Pro Spill Recovery and Excavation Services. And then finally, Tunnel to Towers Foundation.
We're going to make our way through the starting grid quickly here. Let's find a... Okay, there's not really a better camera view, but we're going to make our way through the starting grid here. In first position, we're going to have Garrett Hummel. Connor Price is going to be in that second position. Hunter Ezel is going to be in that third position. Matt Morrison in the fourth position. Aiden Stevens in the fifth position. Omar Rodriguez Jr. in the sixth. Dawson Price in the seventh position. Eighth position, Travis Farmer. Ninth, Nicholas Warner. Kyle Reynolds will take your 10th position. 11th position will be Kian Fry. He's not out on track yet, so Nick Hames probably, is in the 12th position. Cooper Liardi is in 13th. James Houston is in the 14th position. Reagan Shockley in the 15th position. Nolan Gross in 16th. 17th, Justin Zelemke in 17th. Blaze Billing in 18th. Ty Corino in 19th. David McCullough in 20th. Nathan Swafford in 21st. Danny Barnes in 22nd. Zeb Johnson 23rd. Heath Job 24th. Sean Miriam in 25th. Christopher McCullough in 26th. Personally, one of my favorite ones. Well, they get caught back up there. 27th will be Jacob Katrowski in that Figgy Earnhardt car. Billing having a little bit of an issue there. There's Christopher out there. Junior. There's Easel out there. Warner. Some of these guys are just falling back off the start there. That's going to round out your starting grid there. Sorry if I missed anybody. The starting grid kind of got a little misformatted there at the end. We're going to ride along with first since our pace car lights are off, and we're going to get ready to go underway here racing. Ricky, are you ready for a good night of racing here?
Yes, sir. You gotta love a race with the ARCA cars, man.
I'm always a fan of the ARCA cars. I know they're sometimes not the most favorite cars out there, but I honestly like the power plus weight ratio, and it's just one of my favorite combinations. The pace car is going to be off for the night as we're going to get ready to go racing.
Green flag.
And green flag will fly here. Garrett Hummel, and that 78 car is going to fly forward. Something also to remember tonight, it is throwback night tonight here at Michigan Speedway. So these cars have got some throwback skins on. You see the number 78 rocking that Jeff Gordon skin out there. And they're going to lead them down the back straightaway. New leader Price. Morrison will jump to second. Hummel back to third. They're going to go 3 wide through the corner.
I don't want to jinx anything, but so far, so clean.
That is very true, Ricky. That is very true.
Is it a little too early to put bets on anyone, or you want to wait a little bit, Goose?
It is way too early. Oh, look at that. The 11 gets a little bit loose. He's going to keep it straight, though. That's Kyle Reynolds out there in that number 11 car. Stewart. Got great racing all the way around. Price is apparently not showing up. There he is. Price in that 28 car on that middle lane there. Omar's going to kind of go up into the 6. Apologies for his paint job. He's supposed to be the number 92, but the 2 looks a little bit weird. Oh, I get it. Look at that. Never mind. It's definitely not messed up. Take a look. The backside is the Miller Lite car, so it is the 2. And the front side is the number 9 car. So it's the 9. And it's just swapped for the other side to make it match. I get that. That's very clever, Mr. Omar. Very clever, Mr. Rodriguez. Price is still going to lead him around. Price is a really fast car out there. He started in 2nd position. He's up 1 position since the start of the race. So your big movers already at the start of this race. Petrowski up 12 positions. Johnson up 12 positions. Ezel, or Ezel, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that one. Down 14 positions since the start of the race. We're going to go 3 wide almost back here. This is 99 of Kian Fry that we're looking at, being hunted down by Aiden Stevens.
Caution.
So, and the caution is going to come out. Oh, and there's a big wreck back there. The 07, the 93, the 7. And that is also the 96 caught up in it. The 12 is just going to be slow getting by. The 3 slow getting by. I do like the 3's paint job out there. A little bit of damage to the back of the 03, I believe, maybe? Oh, no, maybe not. Yeah, I'm not seeing too much more. Let's mute this real quick. Go there, and let's grab where that incident all started, because I would really like to know what caused that. Alright, so we already got our offender, I think, picked out. So I'm going to bring you guys back. Throw this back up. Alright, watch the 12 car. That is the 12 of Johnson. We're heading around the corner. We're heading around the corner. And we're going to start coming down the track. The 07 is just holding right there in the middle. We're going to try and duck below the 3. And they're just going to make contact. So that's going to send the 12 around. So the 12 goes around. Now the 07's going around because, of course, he got hit. Watch, this is going to happen real quick. The Arizona T car, that's the 93. He gets hit. That's what causes all this down here. The caution came out when the 12 car spun around, but all of this carnage ensued that we saw. After the fact. So I think tonight we will introduce this league to tonight's caution song in style. So if you'll take a moment here of silence, not for anything too terrible, just a pretty funny song.
Well, you may have run out of racecraft. You may have made a mistake. That pedal on your far left side, most drivers call it at turning left. So why go free wide into turn one? Then run out of skill, now we're all done. Now the caution is out, and the yellow is flying. The leader is pissed, and the offender is lying. Here comes the goat, oh, with an end of line. The penalties are coming, there might be a fight. Race hard, race clean, use respect and be nice. I'll see you at the finish line, get a win in life.
Alrighty, we're gonna get back underway here shortly. The pace car lights are off. The 6 is to the outside of Connor Price. Connor Price still leading this race. The number 6 car is Matt Morrison. Omar Rodriguez Jr. up there in that 3rd position. 4th position is Dawson Price. 5th position will go to Kian Fry. Stevens on the outside row next to him in 6th position. Alrighty, we're going to get ready to go to green here.
Green flag.
And the green flag is out here at Michigan once again as we're going to get underway going to lap 9. Price is going to get a good jump off the start, but so is Morrison. And here comes Junior. I've always wanted to say that. But don't be fooled. There are 2 juniors out here tonight, but we are talking about Mr. Rodriguez Jr. in the number 92 car. I keep saying number 9 car. I'm so sorry. You are the 92 car. I keep thinking it's a graphical glitch with trading paints or something. Connor Price still leads this race around. They're going to get pretty crazy going behind him. Take a look at that. That's got to be insane to see from the backside of Price's car. And we can actually kind of take a look at what that's going to look like. I totally passed that. This is probably what Price sees out of his rear view mirror. It's just all of these cars right behind him. Take a ride with Price on board here, your leader. Take a listen to the RPMs as he goes through the corner. Hear how he has to control that car through the corner. Oh, and he's going to blink a little bit. Whoops. Well, we're back. Connor Price will lead your race around as we come to lap 11. Let's take a look through the rest of the field. The 92, the 74, and the 6 are all going to start fighting, and the 11 wants a piece of that too, but thankfully they're going to go in single file that mostly up near the wall. That could have been pretty bad. 74 blinking a little bit out there. That is Stevens. Or no, that is Kyle McReynolds. Or no, 74, sorry, Aiden Stevens in that 74 car out there. Slipknot car. Omar Rodriguez back here in 4th place in that 92 car. Kyle Reynolds is going to try and shoot it on the inside, followed up by the 78 car, 54 to the outside. They're going to get into the wall. They're going to try and get a little bit into each other. Hunter Ezel. I'm going to say Ezel from now on. Hunter Ezel, the 19 car, gets pushed down the track, coming down the back straightaway. K&M 09 of Travis Farmer. Up here in the 7th position is going to be trying to work his way up there. These guys are doing pretty good in that middle groove there. Not getting too close to the bottom. They're getting a little bit into the wall coming off of the corner there. You see Justin Zemenke back here in the third position, that Busch Chevrolet car. See a lot of Chevys out there on the track. The Chevrolet SS car being one of the favorites here in the Arca Menard series, it looks like. I do agree, being the old Chevy SS body and not the Camaro, I do like it. I don't really like the new Mustang body on it. I wish they would offer, I know it seems pretty redundant, but iRacing, if you're listening, give us the Fusion body to the Ford. I want the Fusion body to the Ford. Thank you. See David out there, that number 13 car, running back here in 12th position. The number 31 right behind him of Nick Hames. And Justin's right behind him, fighting with the 18 of Sean Miriam. From what we've seen so far, Ricky, it's looking like that middle lane is definitely the lane to be in. What are you wanting to do right now as a driver when you're out there on track right now? What line are you wanting to try and look forward?
Me personally, I like to stick on the outside on entry on the corners, but just touch the line when at the apex, and then try to exit back out on the outside when I'm leaving for the exit for the corners.
See back here, Hunter Azil in that number 19 Hooters mobile. You see that banner on his car. Take a look at the banner up on his car. That is one of the chase drivers. So is the number 13 in that 31 car. That just went off the screen back there. Also a chase driver. And there is Figgy Earnhardt. Take a look at him. Figgy Earnhardt in the 01. I'm just kidding. That is Jacob Petrowski. What do you know about Figgy Earnhardt, Ricky?
Nothing at all, Goose.
Figgy Earnhardt's going to give a bump to Jeff Gordon there.
Caution.
And the caution is going to come out. What happened? Where? The 5. What happened to the 5? Let's pull that up real quick. Okay, it was a lot more than just a self-spin. It was not a self-spin at all. So, let's bring you back here. Take a look here. Look at the 5 car of Swafford. He's going to come down, and my personal number that I run in real life and in iRacing, the 04, I accidentally clicked the other one. The 04, that is of Christopher McCullough, is just going to turn the 5 around, coming down the front stretch there. So, unfortunate for the 5. Doesn't look like there's any damage to the car, thankfully. I'm not seeing anything. So, as long as there's no damage, hopefully he'll just be able to catch up to the back of the field there. And we can return back to racing. Connor Price is still going to be your leader of this race. And no, I'm not going to play the caution song again. I don't want to overuse it.
If we're not going to do the caution song, let me give the shout out to the league sponsors again. 760 Graphics, Fast French Wrap Shop, Pro Spill Recovery and Excavation Services, and Tunnel 2 Towers Foundation.
Thank you again to everybody for coming out tonight. We see you out there in the chat. Tri-State Race Media, aka Dakota. What's up, Dakota? Thank you for coming out. The 6 is down pit lane, so is the 09.
Looks like chat wants the song one more time, Goose. Maybe on the next one, huh?
We will play the song the next time. We do not want to overuse the song and the channel just be known for using the song. So, and we also use the song generally if the caution's brought out because of a pretty preventable moment. I'm just gonna put it nicely. If it's a preventable moment, we'll most likely play it. Price is gonna lead him down the back straightaway as we're gonna get ready to come back to the restart. I am liking some of these throwback schemes out here today. Like I did mention while we were green flag racing, it is throwback week out here tonight. So some of these drivers have some throwback schemes. So let's take a look through the field at some of my personal favorites. I'm liking the number 28 of Price out there in that silver Ford Mustang. I'm liking that. The number 54 also catches my eye. The pedigree car, it's a classic. I remember that one. Of course, I got to give a shout out there to Omar Rodriguez Jr. in the 92. Look at that paint. I mean, it's unique. It's unique. It's ugly, but it's unique, you know? I mean, it's just, you know.
Just like you, Goose.
You get it. You get it. The 78 car, I don't really want to give a shout out because I don't like Jeff Gordon. I'm an Earnhardt fan. But you know what? It's a classic. We got to put it in there somewhere. The number 19 car up there, we also got to give a shout out to that one. Let's see what else is out there. Figgy Earnhardt. We, of course, got to include you, Figgy Earnhardt, into the broadcast as much as possible. The Coca-Cola number 3 Earnhardt Mobile out there. I do like that one. And the Miller Lite number 2 car in the back. Yeah, of course I'm going to like that one. It's just a classic. We got the 04 coming out of the pits now. And Junior, the other Junior. The two brothers, the two McCulloughs coming out. We're going to get back to the leader, though, because we're going to get ready to rock and roll. Hey, I never said Jeff Gordon was bad, you know. He's just not better. I said what I said. Price is going to lead him around for this restart as we come to lap 21. I believe. 21, correct? Yes, correct.
Yes, sir.
Stevens to the outside. That is Aiden Stevens in the 74 machine. The 54 of Price. Another Price. That is Dawson Price out there. Is going to be in 4th place. Kyle Reynolds in 3rd. Huh?
Looking at Chad, Unspoken Aura has said Jeff Gordon is better.
Yeah, I saw that and I responded to that, and I'm just gonna say again, Earnhardt is better.
Everyone that's watching, y'all gotta mind Goose. Earnhardt is his.
You know, I have never had a Fig Newton Unspoken Aura. Never had a Fig Newton. Take a look at the 19 of Easel there. Or Ezel.
You never
Ezel?
had a Fig
Ezel?
Newton?
No. No,
That's
no Fig Newton for
crazy.
me. The 11 gets into the wall a little bit. That is Kyle Reynolds. Look at that. Take a look. Price and Price. Connor Price. Dawson Price. Back to back. Bumper to bumper, I should say, actually. Stevens is your new leader on the outside of Price. Price is trying to keep it, though, on the inside. I think we've got one hell of a fight brewing here.
I like that number on that 92 car.
The 11's helping out the 74, and the 54 is trying to help. Stevens is going to come around to the back straightaway. Price right to his bumper. The 11 has locked bumpers with the 74 as they're going to go into turn 3, breaking up a little bit. The 54 is coming around on the bottom. That is Price. Price will take it away for just a split second. It will not officially lead a lap here. I do not know what car that is trying to show, but that is okay. There's Kean Fry.
Goose, will there be any stage breaks tonight?
I do not remember. If anybody from the league in here can remind me if there are any stage breaks, that would be great. But I'm going to go out on a whim and say no.
I would assume so as well.
I do not remember there being any, so. How are temperatures looking out there, Ricky?
It cooled down a significant amount. I remember during qualifying, it started at around 107 degrees Fahrenheit. Now it dropped down to about 98 degrees.
This is not bad at all. Grip should be hopefully coming back to the track a little bit out there. But that rubbering in of the track is going to cause some issues for some of these drivers. You can see on the top 20 scoreboard off to the left side there on your screen, the L18 or L6 that you see with the seconds next to it. That is when those cars pitted. You'll remember from some of our past broadcasts, but if you are new here, that is when cars have pitted and how long they have been down pit lane for. If you are wondering what the number with the green or red arrows are, that is the positions gained or lost. And how many. I know we might have some new guys out here tonight, so we appreciate you joining us out here for our debut night here in the ARCA League, the WWSS series. Ricky, what does WWSS stand for?
It stands for Weeknight Warriors Sim
Caution's out.
Series. Oh, and then as
Concentrate
soon
your
as I
lap one
say
time real
something,
quick.
there's another caution coming up. Yellow flags in the air.
Let's take a look back here through the field, see what that was for. And I'm not seeing anything, so you know what that... No, I see Job has a meatball flag.
Car.
That is Job in the number 3, aka the 760, and something has happened to him. So let's just pull that up and see what happened. Also the 2 car, I think something happened to him. If this is... Oh, it was a lot more than those guys. Give me just a second. Okay, so it... Okay. I got it now. We got it. We got this. Alright, everybody. Take a look right here. We're going to be looking at the 2 of James Houston. He's going to get a little bit loose coming out of that corner, going down the back straightaway, come across the 96's nose. I believe that's the 96 at least. We'll see here in a second. Goes into the 62, so the 62 gets hit. That is the 96. The 3 will hit the back of the 62. Hard impact. And the 2 will go into the wall, and it is just absolute carnage. Thankfully, these guys will go by and miss it. So. But these guys are coming down pit road. When you guys asked for it, we will play the caution song. Enjoy.
Caution song.
Well, you may have run out of racecraft. You may have made a mistake. That pedal just call it the break. Now I know you may be new to the craft and not so adept at turning left. So why go free wide into turn one, then run out of skill? Now we're all done. Now the caution is out and the yellow is flying. The leader is pissed and the offender is lying. Here comes the goat, oh, with an end of line. The penalties are coming, there might be a fight. Race hard, race clean, use respect and be nice. I'll see you at the finish line. Get a win in life.
Alrighty. We are making our way through the caution here. Pace car lights are off as we are going to, we're going to go back to racing. Stevens is going to lead him around. That is not the right camera. There we go. Aiden Stevens will lead him around in that number 74 car. The pace car is off. Give me just 1 second here. We are good.
Green flag.
Green flag is out here again at Michigan on lap 30 coming to 31. Stevens will have a good jump off the beginning. Kean Fry to the bottom. He will take second. The 11 of Reynolds in third. He's going to try and get something working on the outside. The 6 of Morrison is going to try helping him. Stevens is yet to pit this race, Ricky. I'm not too sure if that's going to help him in this or not. Of course, it helped to get to the front, but I'm not sure if that's going to help him keep the lead with these guys being on fresher things. The 6 of Morrison now trying to contend for first place.
I would assume he's probably betting on a couple more yellows. If
Morrison
not,
last
he
pitted
is
on
going to
lap
start
18.
falling back.
Morrison last pitted on lap 18 there.
How many sets of tires did he have this race, Goose?
I believe it's
I would
four
assume 4 to
sets.
5.
I believe it is 4 sets.
Bad news for tire. Our track is starting to heat up again. We are at about 100 degrees Fahrenheit again.
Morrison is trying to get something to work on that bottom side, trying to take it away from Stevens on the top side, and it looks like he might actually have it. Again, guys, if you guys are interested in joining the Weeknight Warrior Sim series, definitely join them on Discord. It's definitely a fun league. I'm having a lot of fun actually broadcasting for this, and I know there's a little niche for those guys that do like the ARCA cars, especially me. So definitely, if you guys are looking for a good ARCA league, check out the we'll say the name here again. It's definitely a mouthful. Weeknight Warriors Sim Series. Matt Morrison in that first position. He's up 3 positions since the start of this race. He's leading them around. leading him to lap 35. Stevens in second place, trying to hold off McCullough. Ian Fry and McCullough now fighting. Reynolds in that 13 machine is going to try and get to him. Stevens is caught back up, though, to the number 6 of Morrison. I feel bad for the guys in the back. Usually we have a lot of time to get to them and show them some screen time, but we just haven't had a lot of time to get back there because we've had so much competitiveness up here to the front of the pack. And I'm not sure how true this was, but I don't think we ever got a confirmation of it. But I think these guys set the engine horsepower to 110% for tonight's race. Now that might be a lie. I might be blowing just smoke out from nowhere, but we did see that a little bit in the chat that you could do it at least. So I'm definitely going to try that out because I didn't know you could do that. Oh, and Stewart will get into Figgy. The number 11, Stewart, that is Reynolds, Kyle Reynolds, will get into Figgy Earnhardt. Jacob Petrowski in the Figgy Earnhardt mobile. Everybody, shame the 11. Shame the 11. Shame on you, Kyle. I'm kidding. We love you, Kyle. Cool paint job. I do like the gold. See Omar Rodriguez back here in 6th position. He's been a front runner all day. Still trying to work his way up front, but the Kyle Busch machine of the number 29 of Nicholas Warner is in 5th position. In the 03, Junior Kenneth McCullough Jr. is in 4th position. Stevens in 3rd. He's trying to make his way up there, but David McCullough in that 2nd position is trying to steal it away from Morrison. Morrison has been trying to work on it all day. Got some late guys back there. You know what? That's okay. It's right on board with the number 74 Stevens. This is the front bumper cam of the number 74 of Aiden Stevens, going after the number 13 of McCullough. And to the back bumper of the 13, giving him a hard shove. Here's the back bumper. You see the 03 off to the right side of your screen. See the 92, that's Omar Rodriguez. And the juniors are linked up. They're holding that very, very low side down there. Here's the inside camera from Stevens' car. Still trying to hunt down that 13th car. We'll go back through the field a little bit. We'll ride along with a chat favorite. You know what? We'll do that. How about that, guys? No, wrong camera. How about that? You guys comment in the chat who you would like to ride along with tonight out here on field. I will need the number and last name of their car. Comment the number and last name of the car that you'd like to ride along with tonight. We'll ride along for a couple of minutes. Give them the spotlight of the night. And the number 74 is going to get loose of Stevens. That is Stevens, but he's going to keep it straight. Morrison still leads this race around. See the 11 of Reynolds out there, the 99 of Fry. Those are good choices. The 92 of Rodriguez Jr., the 74. Got Big Loose, yep. I see the 92 on my screen right now, so he's not one that we have to go very far for, at least tonight. I got 2 for the 99 of Fry, actually. So I have to go with the 99 of Fry as of right now. Because, I mean, he's got the most votes. So let's ride along with Fry on the front bumper cam for a minute. The 19 almost getting into him. You saw that? Real close on that right side. Fry's running this low side. There's Figgy Earnhardt. If you haven't guessed it, yeah, I'm going to freak out comedically every time I see Figgy Earnhardt on track because I think it's funny. Key and Fry out there. Trying to get something to work. Take a look towards the back. Oh, the 28 of Price. That Mustang. Right on his bumper. He's going to follow him into turn 1 and out of turn 2. Going down the back straight and is going to get the shove to him. Take a look at that. iRacing's camera bugged and you can see the engine. So you can at least...
cool.
You can see the engine that these guys are running out there. 28's going to get below Fry. We're going to ride along on the gyro cam. Now you see the 28 to the inside. He is 3 wide right now, unfortunately. And there was a car on the apron. I don't know who that was. Fry's going to try and hold it. You see that windscreen absolutely covered in rubber. With the way that he's not going up the track, I can't tell by the camera view. He might have somebody close up there. Not anymore. He's going to get up into the wall.
Caution's out.
And the caution will go out in the 62. Oh my goodness! The 62 flips up into the catch fence. Oh no! Oh no! All right. Well, we have a lot to unpack from that one, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, that is why we have the fence here in racing. And this is all going to start from somewhere where you don't even think it's going to start from, apparently. And we're all going to watch this together. I'm not even going to look at this before I show you guys. Not that I generally do anyways. But we're going to look at this together. So the 3 comes up, kind of makes contact with the 18, I think, or at least is going to scare the 18 up the track, and then into the, or is going to make contact with the 18. So the 18 is going to get spun around also because of the contact with the 62. So the 62 will go around. The 18 and the 3 are going to get it figured out. Where is the 62? The 62 won't. He's going to come right back up the track, right in front of the 20, and heavy damage to the 20, and up into the catch fence goes Carino. Ty Carino, the 62 car. And that is also some pretty heavy damage. Surprisingly, the 20 car looks worse, despite a whole car coming up off the ground and up into a catch fence. But, you know, welcome to iRacing. Oh, my goodness. The 54 will just barely miss it. So, 62 is going to be down pit lane. The 3 down pit lane. 96 coming out of pit lane. The 2's coming out. 31 and the 07 are going to come out now. We'll get back to the leader of Stevens. Stevens will be the leader tonight. I don't know why we're going to Morrison, but we are going to Morrison, so... Hunter Ezel in the second position there, the number 5 car. Stevens last pitted on lap 44, so he's sitting in a pretty position right now. If you guys hear anything in the background, that is just me like dropping a bunch of stuff all over my desk because I'm clumsy. Alrighty. So we make our way through the caution. We'd like to thank some of the sponsors of Fearless Broadcasting Channel, Premier Racing Setups. We'd like to thank them very much. Juicy Spider Designs, or in Juicy Spider Studios. We'd like to thank them. If you need any graphics made, any graphic kind of designs made up, check them out. You can thank them for the music of the intro. They were the ones who were able to provide that for the stream, copyright free, thankfully. Of course, the caution song is copyright free, so we can play that glorious thing as much as we want. But we're not going to play it, this caution, because this caution is about over. Then we can play it. So as we work our way through the caution here, Ricky, tell us, how's the racing been so far tonight? Ricky. Alright, Ricky has gone to the bathroom or something. So, I'll give you my personal opinion. My personal opinion, the racing has been excellent. I've liked it tonight. Yeah, there's been a couple of hiccups with these cautions, but honestly, it's just been racing incidents. It's been good, aggressive, hard racing incidents. But the number 74 of Stevens doesn't care about all those incidents. He's still going to lead us around after this restart to lap 49. Green flag out in the 04 will give him a shunt. They want that inside row to get going, so Stevens with a great launch off the front, but the 04 is not actually going to get aggressive. He's going to stay behind the 74. The 19 to the outside, that's Easel. Easel. That's probably what it is. That's probably how you pronounce it. There you are, Ricky. We were trying to ask you during the yellow. What do you think of the racing so far out here?
It's pretty good. It's just I know these cars make a bit of power plus the track temp, so it's gonna be a little slippery and a bit hard to control. But so far, pretty clean racing.
Something that I'm definitely excited about out here, especially with debuting here at this league. If you guys want to check out more of this league, we will be streaming the rest of the chase. That is right here on Fearless Broadcasting. We will be streaming the final few races of the chase here in the WWSS series. So definitely come out for the next few, or the next 3 Wednesdays. Right, today's Wednesday? No, today's Tuesday. Tuesday, sorry. Definitely come out Wednesday, of course, though, because we will be broadcasting. We will be broadcasting the All-American Racing Network Truck Series out there, and we will be broadcasting the Dare hosted series out there. You see the 78 back there get a little bit loose and go down the track. But definitely, if you want to check this league out, join us for the next 3 Tuesdays. Join us at that on Tuesdays for the next 3 Tuesdays. Sessions go live generally around 7 p.m. CST, so it's about an hour or so of practice and then 10 minutes of qualifying, and we go live generally within the last 5 minutes of qualifying, the last 15 of practice, 15 seconds of practice, so you can work that out. Pretty much 8 p.m. CST is generally about around when we'll go live. See the number 13 car, David McCullough, out there. He's trying to make his way up the field. He's back there in 11th position. And just a bunch of great fighting out there. You see Fry on the bottom side, still trying to get something to work. And then that number 99 car, that Ford Mustang. I'm a Mustang fan. I guess since we're debuting here, these guys don't know our favorite brands of cars. So I will always be rooting for all the Mustangs out there on the field. Every Mustang on the field, I will always root for you. Ricky always roots for the Chevrolets. Now, I'm not saying those Chevrolets look bad. I actually really like those
There's a big
Chevrolets.
wreck.
Where?
The 28
Oh,
car takes
no!
off,
Oh,
guy
no!
takes out 13 and causes a huge pileup.
Oh, and we got heavy damage to the 09. All right, well, we're going to have to take a look back at that one. All right. Let me grab the replay. Taking a look here at the replay. This is gonna start up here. Trying to pull that for you guys. We're gonna watch this together like always. I'm not gonna watch this before. So, and I just dropped everything on the table. Don't worry. So, take a look here, guys. We're gonna look at the number 13, or at least I am. I don't know what you guys are looking at. 13 is going to come down the track across the 28's nose, and that's going to cause him to go right down into the 29. That's going to slingshot the 13 right back up the track and also drag the 28. The 09, heavy damage. The 78 also gets dragged into it. The 78 toppling over onto his roof and rolling on his roof. The 09 absolutely destroyed back there. You see him. The 78 rolls back onto his wheels. 13, heavy damage to the front of him. The 28, heavy damage to the front of him. All these guys, the 54's got front end damage. Don't know where that came from, but these guys will go down there. Figgy Earnhardt tries to avoid it. These guys will go sliding through the grass to try and avoid the wreck. But just absolutely heavy damage. Those guys, the 13 car down there, it's not looking too great. And you know what I think? I think this is a great time, most likely, for the caution song. So we'll take a listen.
Well, you may have run out of racecraft. You may have made a mistake. That pedal on your far left side, most drivers call it the brake. Now I know you may be new to the craft and not so adept at turning left. So why go free wide into turn one, then run out of skill? Now we're all done. Now the caution is out and the yellow is flying. The leader is pissed and the offender is lying. Here comes the goat, oh, with an end of line. The penalties are coming. There might be a fight. Race hard, race clean. Use respect and be nice. I'll see you at the finish line. Get a win in life.
Alrighty. We are making our way under caution. Now, I did see out there in the chat, thank you, Azel. That is how you pronounce it, Azel. The E's silent, I'm hoping. I've had that happen to where An E has not been silent, and I have been absolutely, I have absolutely been pronouncing the name wrong. Tri-State Race Media, Dakota out there says, comment who you're rooting for, everybody. So definitely comment down there below. We would love to hear who you are out there rooting for. One thing you are going to learn about me is I am really, really bad with last names. Please don't take offense to it. I promise I'm just not the smartest when it comes to it. Not very good at pronouncing names. Stevens is going to lead us around. Junior in second place. That is Omar Rodriguez Jr. in that second position. And some of your guys' favorite, Fry, in that third position out there.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is in the air, and Stevens will rocket forward. Fry right behind him. Blaze Billings, you've got some fans out there. 96 all the way, says Unspoken Aura. 7502. Stevens in that 74. First. Second, Fry. The 02 of Gross, Nolan Gross. We haven't talked about him at all today. Nolan Gross is one of those race contenders out there. Race chase contenders. They're going to go 4 wide for the lead. The 02 is going to get a little door banged coming out of the front straight. That 3's shooting down there on the bottom. 74 is to the top. And Fry is right in the middle. They're going to go back to 3 wide racing. Fry right there in the middle is going to have to hold it steady as the 02 is looking to the inside. Stevens still staying to that outside. And thankfully, they're going to fall off a little bit and go back to 2 wide racing. Stevens leading them around. Junior to set the outside right behind him. And Fry's going to try and make a move on the inside. Zero Chilcott says, always rooting for my brother. Let's go 99. The 99 has got some fans out there. And the 18 of Miriam is going to come out of absolutely nowhere and is going to start contending for the lead. Last pitted on lap 46, so is on some pretty fresh stuff. Pretty fresh stuff. I have no clue what I just said there. Fry is going to still try and contend. Stevens is going to blink a little bit there, but he's going to get it all figured out. Fry's going to get a little bit loose going down the front straightaway. On the underside is Stevens. It's 2 wide racing behind the 18 of Miriam, which is your leader. That is Sean Miriam. We're going to get a little bit loose, or at least get a little bit out of line back here. McCullough in that 04. I got to personally root for the 04, not to win, but just as one of my favorite cars out there, because again, it's the number I use to race in real life. It's the number I use in iRacing to race. So, taking a look at pit lane very, very quickly as we make our way through the field. We'll jump real quick right back up to the leader, though. Miriam is falling off. Stevens is back up to the lead. The number 92 Junior, he's going to be in contention soon. The 02 is there. Fry back to 7th position. Morrison in back to Morrison moving around a lot to 8th. Both of the juniors are there though. Miriam will take the lead back from Stevens on the bottom, at least get the nose ahead and officially lead that lap. But Stevens is fighting back strong on the outside. The 18 trying to hold it down there. It's been great fighting all the way up here at the front. Stevens is going to be able to take the lead back from Miriam. Omar Rodriguez in that 92 machine has been waiting absolutely all day to try and get up there. The 03, though, he wants to get up there to the lead. And they're going to take it 3 wide back there. That's technically 3 wide for third position. The 03 looks like he might win that on the bottom lane. And he will. He clears the number 92. Going back up the block off the 19, he is in third position. Miriam directly to the back of Stevens. He's going to shoot it to the inside. Miriam goes to the inside. Rodriguez is going to start falling off a little bit. We got the other junior in the 03. That is Kenneth McCullough Jr. in third. The 19 of Azell is in fourth. Thank you, Rogue Racing League. Ricky, Tri-State Race Media would like to know, what's your opinion on Michigan compared to the other tracks on the schedule? I don't think Ricky is currently with us again, so we'll ask him when he gets back here. Miriam, though, in second place on the outside lane. That's going to mean Steven is going to fall back on the back. Ricky is back. All right,
Sorry,
Ricky.
I was having technical difficulties.
You
I
are
would
good.
say Michigan is one of the better tracks that's on the list, but you know my personal favorites are speedways. And this is technically considered a speedway.
Look at that, Junior, the 03 of Junior, Kenneth McCullough Jr. is gonna lead almost a lap. He isn't able to get the bumper there, but he's to the inside of Miriam. He's past Stevens, which means he could be in contention. Moving up in the second, he will go single file down the back straightaway. 92 of Omar Rodriguez Jr. He's gonna be back there in that fourth position, trying to get something to work on the outside lane. The 19 of Azell moves up the fourth position though, getting past Omar. That 03 is going to start losing ground to the 74, as the 74 is going to shoot to the bottom. This would be a huge win for Miriam, as this race means a lot more to him than it does for the other two. You see that banner across the top windscreen of his car. That means he is a chase car. He is in contention for the chase. Take a look back here, the number 3, the 11, and the 6. The 6 of Morrison on the bottom, 11 of Reynolds there in the middle. Kind of in the hornet's nest. Take a look. Fry is in the hornet's nest now on the top side. That's your guys' favorite driver so far of the night. Been voted to ride along with the night. The 6 is going to get shunted down the track. Apologies there. Had to cough. 92, that is Omar Rodriguez Jr. We've been talking about him all night. He's been trying to get something to work. He's working that inside lane now, underneath the 19 of Azell. We'll single file back up through here, taking a look at some of the cars there on pit lane. The 5 of Swafford. He's been running back here on his own pretty much tonight. Most of the night, I think. Pretty much since this last restart here. And the 29 of Warner. We saw him fighting a little bit. But a little bit of damage to that car there. Well, a little bit more than a little bit. That's put him out of contention for the night. Barnes back here running without a front end to the car. That's the 7 of Barnes. And you see that banner on the back. Yeah. It's definitely not a good night for him. We come back up to Miriam. We might start coming up on lap traffic soon. Junior is back up the second, trying to get back up there. Miriam and Junior up 24 and 26 positions since the start of this race. We are on lap 71, coming to lap 72 here at Michigan Speedway tonight in the WWSS Series. Ricky, why don't you give our viewers a... Hold on a second. I dropped my button box thing, and I need to make sure I didn't press any buttons. Okay, no, we're good. Okay, Ricky, why don't you tell them here about some of the sponsors of the WWSS series?
Sir, I can certainly do that. 760 RapX, Fast Fred's Wrap Shop, Pro Spill Recovery and Excavation Services. Lastly, Tunnels to Towers Foundation.
Riding on board with Key and Fry here in that number 99 car. See the 11. He's going to get close to that bumper. He's trying to get past that 04. And you see the speed difference here of these cars, and you can see the draft working with them. He's going to take that top side, and that top side looks like it's going to work a little bit for him. Every car until the 18th position is on the lead lap here tonight. Or no, the 15th position, actually. The 15th position. Until now. And then we go back down to the 18th position. Fry will give the front bumper to the car in front of him. That is the 11 of Reynolds. So Reynolds will rocket forward, and Fry will try and get back to him. Take a look behind Fry. A storm is brewing. You see Morrison, Billing, Zalemke, Houston, Petrowski back there. That means Figgy Earnhardt is way back there. See that Toyota Camry getting to him? That's Morrison. A Ford does lead your race, though, followed by an ungodly amount of Chevys.
They're coming for you, Goose.
And Fry will go 3 wide. Yet again here at Michigan Speedway on the top side. And the 6 is going to get by. He'll be fighting with the 96. No, he won't. Because he'll go by and filter in behind the 6 of Morrison. Let's take a look back up at your leaders here. 3 wide here for the 4th position, I think. Go 4. Nicola, that's the pace car. I don't know why we're looking at the pace car. Take a look. Stevens Jr. have been absolutely hunting down Miriam for the past few laps. This front group is going to run down the back straightaway. Miriam trying desperately to get away from him. Kenneth been trying to get something to work on the bottom all night. He can officially say he has led a lap here at Michigan, as he will get past Miriam, his bumper at least. But Miriam is able to catch back up. They're 2 evened out cars, it seems. 2 very fast cars. You see the other car back there getting loose. I believe that is the 02 back there. The 02 of Gross. The Hooters machine left out on the outside. Kenneth McCullough Jr. in first. Stevens in that 74 machine in second. and Omar Rodriguez Jr. in third. We ain't got too many laps to go. Remember, this is a 110 lap race, and we are coming to lap 80. These guys have not had the pit too much tonight, thankfully, due to these yellow flags. Junior, Nicola Jr., last pitted on lap 55. Omar Rodriguez Jr. moves up into second position. He will be in 92nd, or the 92nd car. He last pitted on lap 46 is what I was trying to say, but it just came out super wrong. The 74 Stevens will filter in behind him. We'd like to hear from you as the viewer. What are some of your favorite series that you like seeing us broadcast here on the channel? We broadcast everything ranging from the Dirt series to Pro 4 trucks to the Cup series, ARCA, O'Reilly. You name it, pretty much we got it. But what do you like seeing? And if you'd like to see anything new, feel free to name that as well. We are on lap 81, coming to 82 of this 110 lap race here at Kansas. And Kenneth McCullough Jr. is leading the race, and Omar Rodriguez Jr. will be in second. I would like to give a shout out to our sponsors, Premier Racing Setups.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Welcome back here to Michigan Speedway. Kenneth McCullough Jr. will still lead your race. The number 74 Stevens was able to make his way back up into that second position. We're running now just into lap traffic. Tuned real quick. Alright. I overthink that something's wrong, but it's better to overthink that something is wrong than something actually be messed up with the stream. Of course, if you remember from last night's stream, we had some issues with my microphone being muted because, of course, somebody just had to move his buttons around on his stream deck after them being a certain way for so long. Because he thought that was a good idea. But it was not. Omar Rodriguez Jr. is going to be in second position there. Take a look at him. Stevens trying to get back there. He's been playing cat and mouse with all of these cars all day. If you remember, both of the juniors were playing cat and mouse with each other. Stevens and Jr., Omar Rodriguez Jr., that is, have been playing cat and mouse with each other. McCullough has been playing cat and mouse with Rodriguez. They've all been just as fast as each other all day. So, I mean, it's going to be something. But you see right there, they're going to head down to pit. A small group of lead pack cars go down to pit. On lap 85. Going into lap 86. The 03 Junior will still technically lead this race. He didn't have the pit. He last pitted on lap 55 with the 4 cars behind him. The 03 of Junior, McCullough Jr. Then you got Christopher McCullough. The number 19 of Azel. There's the number 92 of Omar Rodriguez Jr. getting back out there in the 8th position. The number 7 of Danny Barnes. He's in 18th position. He's going strong. There is the 19 of Azel heading down pit lane, followed by the 6 of Morrison. Morrison might get a penalty there. He was coming in pretty fast. I'm not too sure, but he might have got a penalty there. There's Carino out there on the track after you saw he tragically flipped up there. But he is fine. His car is back to being perfectly fine almost. Or it might actually be fully fixed. And he's just working his way up. Figgy Earnhardt. There's Fry out there. And the number 96 of Billing. This is another paint scheme that I do like out there. It might not be a throwback, but it's the white Monster Energy can. How could you not like the white Monster Energy can? You see the graphics in the design on this car. I mean, if we could get a closer look at that car somehow. Let's see. You can see just some of the design on there. I know my graphics kind of suck, but you are watching in 4K. You do have the option to watch in 4K, so at least I have that. But that is Blaze Billing in that number 96 White Monster Energy Chevrolet SS. Monster's good, but what's better is NOS, so, you know, I'll just leave it at that. The 03 of Junior had to go down to pit. He will come out in 6th. And Billing has a black flag. We were just talking about Billing. And let's see if we can find him. We were just talking about Blaze Billing. And Blaze Billing has gotten a black flag. Unknown what it's for at the time. But he's going to have to come down pit lane. The 07 looks like he spins on pit lane or something. But Blaze Billing will come down to pit road. NOS does not taste terrible as long as you do not get the sugar-free crap. If you get the sugar-free one, then of course it sucks. We'll get back out there though. We'll get up there to your leader. Your leader of the race is a familiar face. It is Sean Miriam in the 18 Mobile, the Ford Mustang, followed by, of course, you guessed it, a bunch of Chevrolets. Omar Rodriguez Jr. will be in the 2nd position of this race, but he's going to have a lapped car, a surprising lapped car to see, back in 21st position, the 28 of Connor Price. You remember Connor Price was up there in the beginning of the race. He was way far up there. But he's just fallen off ever since the beginning of the race. So we're being told that Blaze, unfortunately, crossed the pit out line. And that is the cause of his black flag. Miriam is coming up to Blaze right there. As Blaze Billing. Unfortunate for him. So far, a pretty good race, Ricky. How are temperatures looking as we're coming up to the pretty much the end here of this race?
It cooled down a little bit. It is running at 96 degrees Fahrenheit.
since that last caution, it seems like we have cleaned it up very, very well. Take a look at some of your biggest movers out there. Miriam up 24 positions. Junior, that's McCullough Jr. up 24 positions. The other McCullough in the 04 is up 17 positions. Figgy Earnhardt Petrowski up 15 positions. Of course, you might be wondering, if you are just now tuning in, how is the 18 not getting past the number 96 of Blaze Billing, the lap down car? That is because Blaze had to go down and serve a black flag. He is a strong running car, should be up there towards the front. Unfortunately, got that black flag and had to serve the penalty on pit road. Miriam is leading this race. Rodriguez not able to get past Price just yet, and Stevens tracking him down, but here comes McCullough Jr. on the bottom. Number 19 of Azell also there, fighting back. The number 6 of Morrison is to the back of the 19 of Azell, trying to get that bottom line working. The bottom line might start coming in here. I know here at Michigan there are multiple lines that you can run. We've seen it today. Some guys, they run towards the bottom and they can get that to work. They build their car. The 19 hits the 74 and the 74 goes down, and he'll come back up the track.
Caution's out.
But he will
How's
keep
my
it
radio been today?
off
Could you hear me
the
fine?
track, thankfully. It will still bring the caution out, though. It will still bring the caution out. So, well, I mean, does that qualify for the caution song? Because technically, guys, we don't have to go, we don't have to go back to a replay and look at that. So, we have time. If you guys want, we could play the caution song. But, yeah, that was just an unfortunate event. Lap 97 of 110. Things are about to get crazy. I was just about to start saying how these guys had been so clean after that last caution, and then that happened, so. But I do have a surprise for everybody. Actually, you know what? We played the caution song, the last caution. There's no way we should play it this time around. It's too soon. It's too soon. Some cars will stay out. Some cars will go down pit lane. The 03 of McCullough Jr. is going to lead us around the field. See some of the cars out there coming off of pit road. A big kind of wad of cars right there on pit road, you see. That's kind of funny. The 03, Kenneth McCullough Jr. leading this race around. Tri-State Race Media asks, Ricky, hard charger update? Who is our hardest charger out here on the track?
Hard charger. Is he talking about my car, or is he talking about the race? Need to get back to us.
That would be the race. The hard charger of the race. And it's looking like the hard charger of the race might be the 03 of Kenneth McCullough Jr.
Sorry, not too familiar with all this NASCAR lingo just yet, but like Goose said, the '03 car. No update yet. Still sticking with the lead. Not sure if they're gonna pit this lap to get fresh tires if they're able to have another set of tires left.
They already pitted. They're coming the green this time.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at chat. Man,
If you guys
Tri-State,
are
you're getting me distracted.
if you guys
I need to
are
focus.
interested on live hard charger updates throughout the field, you'll see right next to the laps on the scoreboard to the left side of your screen those numbers with the red and green arrows pointing up and down. Those stand for the positions that they have changed, the numbers, and the arrows stand for if they are up or down, those positions. So if you are interested in the live top 20 standings for hard chargers, they will be listed there. I am thirsty tonight. Wow. We are going to be coming to lap 100, a 10-lap shootout here at Michigan to end off the night
Green flag.
here in the WWSS Series League. The 03 of Kenneth McCullough Jr. gets a great start, a great jump off the restart, but here comes the 6 of Morrison, helped out by the 04 of McCullough. They're going to be running that bottom side. The 19 of Azell is going to be trying to get that top side working, that middle lane. You see the 96 back there of Blaze Billings, kind of in the hornet's nest back there. The 11th car of Reynolds in that third position on the outside, that gold and red Coca-Cola machine. That's a Chevrolet. The 19 of Azell is going to try and make a move for the lead. Getting to the quarter panel, the rear quarter of the 03. And he's going to get that bumper in and get down that track. The 03 is going to have a run, though, on that outside. The 11 is going to show his nose. Oh, they're going to crash! Oh, no!
Caution. Save. How was your car?
They crash coming out of the back straightaway, and it's a big one. A lot of cars connected, and that looks like Billings. Billings is in that wreck. Azell also in the wreck. We're going to have to pull up the replay here of that one. Unfortunately, it did not have a great camera angle, of course, when that happened. So it's just the usual broadcaster stuff. It always happens like that. But that is okay, because we will get it. All right, we have it. Let's take a look at it together. We're going to be looking at the Red Bull Toyota 6 car of Morrison up there. Coming off the corner. I don't know really what happens. Something happens with the 04 and the 11. He gets sent into the wall, and the 04, of course, gets into him. 6 comes down the track. 92 gets into the back of those cars. 6 will go down the track. 96 will go around. They all just start wrecking behind the 19, of course. Heavy hit into the wall. The 6 heavy hit into him. And just big, absolute carnage out there. Let's grab it one more time. Let's grab it from, let's see who might have a pretty decent view here. We can watch it from the inside of the 6 car. Let's grab the inside gyro cam of the 6. Alright. Watch this. This is the 6 car that we're on board with. We'll actually play this in real time. And just a heavy hit. Whoops, I hit the wrong button there. But we'll jump back to the live and we'll jump back to the leader. And my phone needs to get plugged in. There we go. Ray. So, the 03 of Kenneth McCullough Jr. will be leading your race. And if we look through the field, we'll take a look. Kean Fry is still going to be out there, still surviving. Miriam back there in that 8th position. He's still out there alive and kicking and wants to get up there. You'll see the 7 coming out of pit lane there. The 28 is down pit lane. We're going to try and get a look down pit lane. You see the 96 of Billing. Billing is still looking like he's trying to fight. He might be trying to fight. Let's real quick see something here. I might have a surprise for Mr. Unspoken Aura out there. Mr. Blaze Billing.
Sir, how are we doing?
Hey, Mr. Blaze Billing, how are we doing? Well, more like, how are you doing down in pit lane?
Oh, you know, I'm expecting, you know, medics to come over, check me out here. I got a little bit of a concussion.
Big question of the night. Are you going to try and get back out there?
You know, I've been thinking about it. I'm sitting here. I'll probably wait till there's about 2 to go. Then I'll just putt around on the bottom just to finish out the race, see what kind of position I can gain.
You know what? That sounds like it might be the best answer for the rest of the night. Well, an unfortunate event to you. I hope that if you do get back out there, I hope it goes a lot better for you. I'm going to drop you back into your team chat to get back to your race, all right?
Hey, that sounds good. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Yep, thank you,
Sir,
Mr.
you
Billing.
as well.
Green flag.
Alrighty, that was Blaze Billing. We're going to go green here. The 03 of Kenneth McCullough Jr. is going to be leading you around. The 04 of Christopher McCullough right behind him. You got to think, Ricky, because I've been thinking it too this entire race. You got to think, are they related? And also, why did that come up?
I don't know.
Take a look. Fry on the bottom. That is Kean Fry and Big Wreck. Big Wreck. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Holy! They're everywhere. They are absolutely everywhere. I don't know what's going on. I saw someone up in the catch fence. He was up and around. I have no clue what happened there. So, I guess let's pull it up again. Here we go again. We might need some green, white, checkered flags here tonight. Let's see, this happened pretty quickly, but I think I have it. We'll just go back a couple frames or a few frames. And we'll get a kind of good shot of this here. It's not the best in the world, folks. Sorry. Camera views and such. But alright. It was the big one at Michigan. Alright. Slow-mo. Watch the 11, the 92, and the 74. They're all down here for some reason. I don't know why. They're all just pushing. And the 11 will come up, and the 02 goes up into the catch fence, and all the carnage starts happening. 31 goes. The 18 goes the 7, the 07, the 92. I'm not even talking about the 02 that's absolutely just flipping and dying right through the middle of the track right there. The 04 is killed up in the top of the wall. Figgy Earnhardt somehow gets through all of this. Omar Rodriguez Jr. crashes down into pit lane. Merriman. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. For some reason, I cannot talk right now. I could talk before. Sean, in that 18 car, is crashed down in the pit lane. And the 31 of Hames is down there. Miriam. Jesus. I'm never going to live that down. And that's going to get clipped. And now, I'm going to get in trouble. Well, not in trouble, but y'all are going to make fun of me for that one. For a long, long time, I could tell. But we are going to play the caution song for that one because that one was caution song worthy.
Well, you may have run out of racecraft. You may have made a mistake. That pedal on your far left side, most drivers call it the brake. Now I know you may be new to the craft and not so adept at turning left. So why go free wide into turn one? Then run out of skill, now we're all done. Now the caution is out, and the yellow is flying. The leader is pissed, and the offender is lying. Here comes the goat, with an end of line. The penalties are coming. Race hard, race clean, use respect and be nice. I'll see you at the finish line. Get a win in life.
Alrighty, we're making our way around here. Kenneth McCullough Jr. leading us around. Kean Fry on the outside there. Pace car is down as we are going to get ready to go. Green flag racing here once again. Lap 108 coming to lap 109 of this 110 lap race. Green flag here at Michigan. The 03 Kenneth McCullough Jr. is going to rocket forward. That outside lane is going to try and get working. Stevens on that inside lane. He's taking that away from Fry. See the 29 up there. Warner's going to try and make a go at trying to get something done here. Kenneth McCullough Jr. on the outside. And that is white flag in the air. White flag in the air. Stevens to the underside. He will take the lead away from the 03 of Kenneth McCullough Jr. Stevens fighting hard on that bottom side. Jr. fighting hard on the high side. Jr.'s got his bumper out in front, but Stevens got that inside. They're going to door bang. Coming through turn 3. Coming out of turn 4. The 3 is going to get door banged. They're going to door bang down. And it's too close to call. It was a 3 wide, too close to call finish. You know what? Now, I'm not dealing with that. I do think Kenneth McCullough Jr. did win that one. But we are going to head back to the green, or to not to the green flag. We're going to head back to the checkered flag, to the start-finish line. And we are going to see just who came across in just a second. All right, folks. Think we have your answer here. Take a look. I am seeing that the 03 of Kenneth McCullough Jr., that's his bumper on the other side of the 74 of Stevens. That's his bumper. And the 74 of Stevens will finish in second. And Kean Fry will finish in third position, as far as the cameras are aware. We'll head back out here on track. We'll grab a different camera, though. Unfortunately, that's the number 13 down there. But congratulations to the 03 of Mr. McCullough Jr. Stick around, folks, because we are going to meet with the top 3 of your race today in just a couple of minutes. Stay tuned.
Last caution there, I think it was 10 to go or whatever it was. Felt like I had a better chance to win it from there than what I did actually winning the race. Figured we'd be a set and duck there on a restart at the end, but it worked out, man. Hell of a job by everyone. The race was fun.
I do agree. How would you say Michigan stacks up compared to some of the other tracks on the NASCAR circuit, Kenneth? Would you say that it's more of a favorable track to you and to other people, or would you say that it's not as liked by other drivers?
Well, I'm a super speedway racer. We do the super speedway money racing probably 7 days a week. So anytime you involve draft, and I kind of like the idea of packing the dirty air on the front of somebody's car and getting them tight behind you. I feel like that's an advantage if you can ever get to clean air. But yeah, Michigan's one of my favorite tracks. I really like the old Michigan, a lot better than this one. But hey, I come out of here with a win. I can't ask for no better.
So how did you feel about all of those cautions that brewed with the 10-lap shootout that you guys had towards the ending of the race tonight?
I kind of ran this race like I did last week. I started in the back and waited to about 3 cautions in, and then I decided to just go, go for it all. And like I said, last 10 laps there, I really thought me and Christopher was a sitting duck. I think Christopher had something broken his front end from that previous caution where they got up in the wall in front of him, and I think he washed up and went to the wall. But it was hairy, man. It was nerve wracking for sure.
Gotcha. Hey, before we let you go tonight, is there anybody you would like to shout out?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my teammate. Thank y'all for doing the broadcast. Thank everybody tuning in and watching. Thank Omar for putting this thing on, and thank them guys that finished on the podium there. They raced me pretty clean there. It was some fun beating and banging, but good job to them.
Alrighty. Congratulations, Kenneth, and we hope to see you in the next one.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Alrighty, that was Kenneth McCullough Jr. I'm so sorry my microphone and everything was not working in the beginning, so you didn't hear any of that. But that's why we asked him a little bit of extra questions just to make sure he got fair time on the microphone. But we are going to talk to Aiden Stevens, our second place finisher here tonight at Michigan. How does it feel to finish in second position here? How hard was it actually to get up there to second position and to maintain it?
Wasn't too terrible. I mean, I was up there all day until I got spun out, and then that second to last caution or last caution really helped me out. I knew I had fresher tires in the 03, not too sure about the 99, and was just trying to potentially work my way up and get into the win, because I knew a win here would put me into the lead, but did not quite get there.
We heard from Kenneth what his issues of the night were. What would you say was the hardest issue for you here at Michigan tonight?
Honestly, just getting dumped. That was about it. I was pretty fast in short run, still fast on long run. The only thing I might have struggled with was a little bit in 3 and 4, but I found that bottom lane a little bit better than most people could. Tried to hide that till the end, but it didn't really work out too well. But yeah, overall it was pretty fun night for me.
We noticed a couple of different lanes out there getting worked around. Would you say you favored the bottom of the track more, or kind of that middle side?
Probably the bottom to middle in 1 and 2. You could almost full throttle in 1 and 2. 3 and 4 was a little more tricky. You could be really fast on the bottom, but if you don't do it right, you're going to get tight and get shut off the track. And the high line in 3 and 4 also was just a little too tight.
Ricky, do you have any questions?
No, just great driving coming back from the bottom.
Thank you.
Before we let you go for the night, do you have anybody you'd like to shout out?
Teammates did a nice job, even though almost everybody got wrecked. But teammates were there to kind of help, give strategy. And thanks to Omar and everybody for putting on the races every week.
Alrighty. Congratulations, Congratulations, Aiden, on a second place finish here tonight. And we hope to see you doing as well here at the next race.
All right, thank you.
Alrighty, that was Aiden Stevens, not Ethan. I'm thinking of Ethan. Ethan's going to be at one of our Dare races coming up here soon. And we're going to watch him probably wreck at Talladega in the Dare series. So make sure you tune into that. I think that's Saturday. But we can't forget about Kean Fry. Kean Fry, our third place finisher here tonight at Michigan. How are you doing?
Probably by far the most bittersweet podium I've ever gotten, if I'm being honest.
You want to explain that to us?
I didn't I didn't take tires after that first caution because Michigan, while it is kind of a super speedway, I knew that if I had some decent long run speed, I could extend my tires and have one for the end of the race. And go figure, there was a late caution. I went in to get my tires, and I made my move on the leader too early. I was in the perfect position, and I mean, I'm happy with the points. I'll take the podium. It's my only podium on the season that actually meant anything for points, but still, just I'm happy with the result, but I know I could have done better.
Hey, even if you could have done better out here tonight, you got some fans out here in the chat that were cheering you on the whole race. We rode alongside of you. We were able to listen to your RPMs along the way through those corners. Tell us, how hard is it to feather the throttle through those corners when you're around all those cars? Because a lot of people think NASCAR, oval racing, oh, it's easy. Tell them really how hard that is.
Well, it was definitely difficult when I was first starting out, and even now, whenever you're racing that tight, I mean, I'm sure you saw me going 3-4 wide sometimes. It was pretty hard to keep it off of them, and there were some times where I ended up getting into somebody. Nothing major, just a little bump here and there. But I grew up on the short tracks. I grew up in the dirt, so I've kind of gotten used to knowing, at least in that, where I can and can't put my car, how close I can get to somebody. And even a place like Michigan, you can kind of pull off a slide job if you do it right. So I just figured I'd take some of my dirt track knowledge here, and what do you know, it led to a podium, even with all the tight racing and bumping.
With the final 10-lap shootout here at Michigan, do you think that's going to cause any drama within the league here next week? Might see some rivalries out there?
Absolutely. I know I ran people pretty hard tonight. Granted, I'm not in the chase. I didn't cause anything, but I did run people a lot harder than I probably normally would. But yeah, towards the end of that, especially that big one where I think it was 1 or 2 cars that went into the catch fence. I didn't see the whole thing, but especially with chase points on the line and how much that shuffled the standings, especially for Kenny and Aiden, that's definitely going to spark something. And if it kicks off at Kansas or any other track we go to, I'm just going to hope that I can squeeze my way through and maybe finish on top of the best of the rest standings at the end of the season.
Alrighty. To end off the night here, is there anybody you'd like to shout out?
Any of my friends and family who happen to watch, my grandma and grandpa, my late uncle, who is my whole inspiration for this. My friends and teammates over at Foxtrot and EFR, Josh, Zero, all my friends over in other leagues I run, and just anyone who happened to show up and watch, I really appreciate it. Omar and Logan for running such a great league, and you guys for not making fun of me for my livery tonight.
Hey,
Not too
no
late
problem.
for that though yet.
Yeah. Hey, congratulations on a 3rd place finish here tonight at Michigan, and I hope you do as well as you did here tonight next week, and we'll definitely be keeping an eye on you.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Alrighty, that was Kean Fry, your 3rd place finisher tonight here at Michigan. Hey, thank you again to everybody who came out tonight. Tonight was a lot better of a quality, I think, of stream. At least we didn't have as many hiccups as last night. You can see from the cars that are still out here on track. There's a couple of cars. That's the 92 of Omar Rodriguez Jr., unfortunately. He's wrecked out. So he didn't have that much of a good run. He finished in the 13th position here tonight. That's the pace car. If you like that, that's a good old Ford Mustang. And then you see the number 11 of Kyle Reynolds there. Unfortunate for him. I think I might have pressed the wrong screen. I think I might have pressed the replay screen. I think we have that off. I'm so sorry if you see my screen because I'm messing around. Yeah, I did press the replay screen. I'm so sorry. Now you can actually see it. There is the 11 of Reynolds. There is the 92 of Omar Rodriguez Jr. I was just talking about the hiccups, and we have a hiccup, Ricky. Gosh, I must be tired. So, with that then, we're going to end it off here at Michigan. Join us next week, same time, Tuesday. We're going to be heading back out here to continue the chase races here in the WWSS series, Arkham Menard series. I want to give a shout out to Juicy Spider Studios, Premier Racing Setups. And Ricky, would you like to shout out the sponsors of the league here tonight?
Yes, sir. 760 Graphics, Bass Fred's Wrap Shop, Pro Spill Recovery and Excavation Services, and finally, Tunnel to Towers Foundation.
Another great race out here tonight and another great live stream here on Fearless Broadcasting. Hey, thank you guys so much for coming out here and joining us tonight for this race. Check us out next week and check us out later this week as we continue broadcasting. Join us tomorrow for the Dare League broadcast. That is going to be the hosted series. Join us Thursday for Black Diamond Racing League. Also, join us Wednesday for the All-American Racing Network Truck Series Racing. Join us Saturday for the Dare hosted series again. Ricky, I hope I see you there too.
Maybe.
And with that, everybody, we are going to end off tonight's stream. Thank you so much for coming out, and we hope to see you at the next one. If you guys are interested in keeping up with the latest news, make sure to check out the Fearless Broadcasting server and join us there. You'll get your news faster than our social medias. Also, make sure you check out our social medias. But with that, we will see you guys tomorrow.